gotta be awful disappointing. You guys had such an incredible run, incredible comeback win against Roosevelt to get yourselves ready for that regional championship. Just take us through your mindset right now.
Shocking. It ain't really hit me yet, but shocking.
I won't blame it on anything but ourselves. There were some questionable calls towards the end of the game, but that can't be the reason. We let them take a big lead in the first half. We fought back, and some defensive breakdowns down the stretch really killed us. So I put that on us.
Did you guys expect to play that kind of pace?
Yeah, we knew coming to the game that they were a slow-paced team that could really shoot the ball. Everybody can really shoot the ball. So we knew coming to the game what we were going to get, and they shot great. I think they shot over 50-60% from the field. So, they shot great. They played their best game.
Like you were saying you were expecting them to be a shooting team, but in the first half they were 14 of 19 from the field. So how?
We didn't do a good job of defending at all. It was terrible. Defensively, we weren't rotating. We were giving them open shots. We just didn't bring the energy. It wasn't a good look in the first half at all.
Were you expecting that pace, like them to go to the four corners and if they got a lead, really, really slow things down like that?
We was expecting to stall. They took the lead.
Jabbar, what happened when you just took over? There was a stretch there where, you look like the best player who's ever played basketball before. What? You only had 2 points going into that stretch, and then, once they came back and took the lead, you were kind of quiet. They were keying in on you defensively, but just talk about that stretch. What changed that made you able to just go off the way you did?
A little bit of desperation, honestly. I wanted to win. I'm saying. And last 2 years I've lost, and in the playoffs I haven't got here. So it's pretty much desperation. I wanted to win badly, and I knew that I had some mismatches that I could exploit, and I think I did a good job of that, exploiting them. But to no avail, we lost. So
Speaking of energy, when you guys a little depleted, finished the game, you came back in double digits, had to pick up full court almost. Did that weigh you down in a sense?
You could say that. I don't want to blame on that because at the end of the day, we're well conditioned. We might not look like we were today, but we're well conditioned. But I'll say it took a toll on us. Having to fight back all game and playing at their pace because we were down, so we had to play at their pace, and I think that took a toll on us.
Did coach just say guard the ball, but second half you came out and actually guarded the ball as a team? First half, their weave action, they got what they wanted. Was that the difference, just not attacking the ball defensively?
Communication, just talking. Stuck on defense, not talking. Just communication, really.
Did you guys have anything specific drawn up for the last play? You guys were out of timeouts, correct? Did you have anything?
We wanted to, get me coming down the court with a down screen. The Ron set the screen, it was guard me, but it wasn't there, so it was just, last second shot.
What was Coach Garner's message to you guys after the game?
He basically told us, it's not really too much you could say about the loss. It's a tough loss, it's tough for us. But he said we'll understand soon that this season wasn't for no reason. We had a great season until now. Of course we didn't let it finish like we wanted to finish, but I think 21-0, and some big games, being ranked in the nation. I think this season was still great, even though we did lose and we didn't finish. So.
How tough is it to play in a game where it seems like the refs are reffing the score more than reffing the game? When they were up, it seemed like you were getting every call. As soon as you went up, they were getting every call. And just there was no consistency. Is that tough to play through that?
It's real tough, man. I don't want to put it on the refs. We missed free throws. The refs were actually bad, man. Those 3 charges that they call on us, in my mind, they weren't charged at all. They weren't set. And it's just crazy.
Especially one particular charge. When I got the ball and I actually finished the layup, it was under the basket. And, he just took a quick charge to get to his field. They called a charge on that. I thought that was a terrible call. But again, we can't blame it on the refs. So.
Coach, what are your general thoughts after such an incredible season coming to an end in a way you probably didn't anticipate at all?
Absolutely. First of all, you take your hats off to Quince Orchard. At the end of the day, We prepared hard for them, so we didn't come into this game thinking that it was going to be some type of cakewalk at all. I have a lot of respect for the coach, and if they wasn't, good, they wouldn't have been here. They did a great job, playing tonight, and I'm just really proud of my kids, being down and being able to fight back, and and having that type of emotion on you for every single game, that you do your best, you give your all, and you pray, and you hope that you're victorious at the end, but I think coming in, this is Coach Garner talking, that I accepted whatever God's will was going to be at the end of this basketball game, and so we accepted at the end of the day. We had an opportunity to play and do certain things on the floor, and that's how life is sometimes, but I refuse to allow the loss today to take away, for such a great season that these kids have. I mean, we did some things this year that was awesome, and it's going to sting a little bit, but we're going to get these guys back together very soon, and we're going to have an opportunity to celebrate the season. Right now, it's hard to celebrate right now, but in a couple of days, we're going to have an opportunity to celebrate.
Coach, do you think Barnes got enough touches in the first half? Second half, he went ISO. He clearly got touches, but in the first half, you think he maybe did not get enough touches?
Well, we always want to get touches to those guys that, that we want to be able to get the ball to. And, coming into the game, we figured that we had an opportunity to, which we would say get 2 feet in the paint, and that's by the drive or by the feed, and so that was part of our game plan, but again, Quince Orchard did a great job of denying and fronting them and not letting them have clean and easy looks. And so the second half, he kind of, popped out on the wing and was able to attack, and that opened up the driving lanes, and that opened up some things for the other guys to be able to get some shots off and things of that nature. And, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game. I'm proud of my guys for not quitting, because they never do. And, just take your hats off to Quince Orchard.
4 and 14 on Quince Orchard, some of the most agile players on their team. How did you deal with them, and how did you adapt to them through the course of the game?
Well, here's one thing that we made, just by scouting, watching film, and, hey, we played some really good teams this year. I mean, we played some really, really good teams this year. But we hadn't really faced a team like Quince Orchard. I mean, one of the things that stuck out to me was not just that they was fundamentally sound, well coached, because we play against teams that's well coached and fundamentally sound, but all those guys could shoot the basketball. All those guys could dribble the basketball. All those guys could pass the basketball. And they were disciplined. And so they stick to what they do. They don't deviate from that. The right person makes the play. The right person takes the shot, and everybody falls in line, And so for us, and communicating to our guys, that was new to us. That was new to us, and even though the teams that we played this year, that was really good, and so, we try to do the best we could, and I'm happy with the effort that all my guys gave today.
What was your speech at halftime when you guys went in trailing by double figures? I mean, what was the message? What were you trying to do to change the course of the game?
Well, I mean, it's not a whole lot I really have to say. They knew by the time the coaches came in, they all understood. We've been here before, we've been down before, so it's not like it was new territory. So we just had to buckle down. We just had to buckle down. We tried to chop that second half down into stops and positive possessions on offense, and I thought they did that. We went to a smaller unit, to try to match up a little bit. But clearly Quince Orchard was dictating, and they did a good job in the first half doing that. And then I thought some things shifted our way, and then it just came down to a few possessions here or there. you know, that could have went either way.
Was one of that dictation based on maybe your guys not aggressively attacking that weave action in the first half? They would get into the lane, hit mid-range jumpers. Second half, you were more aggressive and kind of shut it down.
Well, I thought offensively we probably could have, you know, attacked a little bit more. I thought we did. I thought we had a really good start of the game too, defensively, you know. And then, you know, but you know, the games are, you know, this swings, you know, sometimes, and you know, Quince Orchard didn't give up either. You know, they stuck with their game plan. They did a great job.
You knew they would kind of do this to you guys in terms of pace and their shot selection. So what was your intent on coming in here to disrupt what they were trying to do?
Well, I mean, you know, one thing that I thought that we could really do a good job at was utilize our speed. You know, just try our best to make Quince Orchard uncomfortable. You know, and if we can do that, that doesn't necessarily mean that we were going to be overly aggressive. You know, but we just wanted to be aggressive enough to make them uncomfortable. Whether that's you know, double thinking about, you know, what to do, or you know, getting in the passing lanes a little bit more and being aggressive in the passing lanes, being aggressive in the switches. You know, we just kind of felt like we had enough. Even though we were bigger, we just thought that no matter what, when we switched, you know, everybody could kind of buckle down on defense and hold their own, you know, versus the dribble drive. So
Their coach said that he was very surprised that you guys didn't present much of a problem down in the paint. He said, you know, he was just really surprised that, you know, some of your bigger guys were out on the perimeter. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's accurate. You know, I think we absolutely didn't even start to even, you know, get to that phase of the game plan into the second half, you know. And hey, you know, at the end of the day, Quince Orchard has something to do with that.
Yeah.
What would you say is the legacy for the seniors after this year?
Awesome, and I couldn't be more proud of these guys, you know, and all these guys that you're looking at right here are like my sons, and they all got daddies, you know. And I couldn't be more proud. I watched them come in before freshmen. You know, they were 8th graders. These guys they all had the ability to go the private school route, and they believed in, you know, what we were doing at Wise and what Coach Garner is about. And they made that commitment together, as well as a couple of other guys in that locker room. They all grew up together as kids. They stayed together. They're all going to continue on to go to college and go to college to be a student athlete for free. So I couldn't say enough, to be honest with you. Guys probably don't have enough time to stay in here with me to be able to tell you guys how proud I am of them. And obviously, I think we're all going to be a little disappointed. You know, nobody kind of imagines that the season would end like this. You know, but, you know, 21 straight games and winning some of the games that we've won this year and the moments that we've shared as a group are priceless.